Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It is now wildcard weekend in the NFL, so we're back with my weekly NFL predictions. If you enjoy the content, make sure you do like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. With that being said, let's get to my wildcard predictions. As always, we start with the previous week recap. So a lot more green than we're expecting, especially in the last month or so. I've been wrong on a lot of my picks, but Buccaneers beat the Panthers, yeah, and it really sucks. The Buccaneers can't make playoffs. My Seahawks beat the 49ers. Not a pretty game by our offense, but our defense was lights out, and it was amazing to watch. Falcons beat the Saints. Yeah, Falcons knocked out the Buccaneers from the playoffs, which is kind of fitting because of the rivalry. Browns beat the Bengals. Myles Garrett got a sack record. Vikings beat the Packers. Kind of a non-story there. Giants beat the Cowboys. Cowboys did not really try. Jaguars beat the Titans. Jaguars are just tremendous, looking super good. Texans beat the Colts. Bills beat the Jets. Jets didn't show up against the Bills backups, which was kind of crazy. Lions beat the Bears. Yeah, I expect the Lions to show up for this game. Broncos beat the Chargers. Yeah, Chargers just kind of had just nothing going on, and Trey Lance just did not look good. The Raiders beat the Chiefs. It's fitting that the Chiefs lost 5 divisional games this year. Kind of insane. Rams beat the Cardinals. Yeah, Cardinals are bad. Patriots beat the Dolphins. Yeah, Dolphins are bad as well. Commanders beat the Eagles. Yeah, I think the Eagles, in hindsight, I don't think they really cared about this game, so it is what it is. Steelers beat the Ravens. Yeah, Ravens, that kick will haunt you. And as the time of me recording this, they have fired their head coach, so Harbaugh is out in Baltimore, so we'll see who they hire. We'll talk about that come the offseason when I can look at these teams and evaluate them a little bit better. But 12-4 on last week's prediction, which is pretty good, and we did it, guys. We got over 60%, so after week 18, I'm 162, 107, and 1. My prediction percentage on the regular season of this season was 60%, so not too shabby if I do say so myself. And this is what the NFC playoff picture looks like. Number 1 seed is the Seattle Seahawks. Number 2 seed is Chicago Bears. 3 seed is the Philadelphia Eagles. 4 seed is the Carolina Panthers. 5 seed is the LA Rams. 6 seed is the San Francisco 49ers. And the 7 seed is the Green Bay Packers. The AFC playoffs. Number 1 seed is Denver Broncos. 2 seed New England Patriots. 3 seed Jacksonville Jaguars, 4 seed Pittsburgh Steelers, 5 seed Houston Texans, 6 seed Buffalo Bills, and the 7 seed is the LA Chargers. And instead of just doing my normal top 5 ranking, it's the playoffs. So we rank all 14 teams, and I'll talk about them just briefly. Coming in at number 14, I do have the Green Bay Packers. I think Green Bay is just the most injured team, and their offense does not impress me whatsoever. And I just have really no faith in this team getting past round 1. So I'm just not really feeling it. They could get past round 1. It's a rivalry, so we'll see about that one. But unfortunately, right now, I just do not see that happening for them. Number 3 is the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think Steelers are happy to be here, and I think they don't typically lose on Monday night. That's what my friend James was talking to me about, and yeah, that's interesting. So I'm hoping that they can get some upsets. It's just nice when the playoffs have a little bit of flair and pizzazz to them. So we'll see what the Pittsburgh Steelers can do, but I don't know. Their defense doesn't really wow me, and Aaron Rodgers, he just does not perform well in the playoffs. So we'll see about this one. 12, I do have the Carolina Panthers. I know it's kind of weird seeing the Panthers so high, but I think the Panthers are a feisty team. Their defense plays pretty hungry from whenever I'm watching them, so they can make some noise for sure. 11 is the Chargers. I think Chargers are just way too injured right now. Their offensive line is very, very battered, but they play some good ball when Justin Herbert is dealing, so hopefully we can see that come playoffs. 10 is the Chicago Bears. I don't trust their defense very much, and their offense is very hot and cold for me, so we'll see what they have come this game against the Packers. But yeah, right now I'm less optimistic about this Bears team. Number 9 is the 49ers. Just like the Chargers, the 49ers are very, very injured. I just don't see it happening for them this year. It just does not look likely. Their offense is still good. They got really stifled by Seattle this last week, but I think Seattle is just really, really good on defense when they show up. So yeah, I think San Francisco is just a little bit too injured for me right now. 8 is the LA Rams. I think the Rams are just very bipolar. I don't know which version of the Rams I'm going to get every single week. Their defense is not good. I'm not impressed by their defense whatsoever. They let up a lot of points. They let up a lot of yards, and it's kind of just a boat race to see who scores more points. Number 7 is the Buffalo Bills. I think the Bills are good, but this is not the best version of the Bills that we have seen. Josh Allen and James Cook will have to hard carry this team if they want to make the Super Bowl, which no Patrick Mahomes, no Joe Burrow, no Lamar Jackson. There's really no excuse for Buffalo right now. So your time is now, Buffalo, if you want to win a Super Bowl. 6 is the Houston Texans. I think Texans are great. I think their defense is tremendous. Their offense worries me a little bit, but yeah, I think their defense is too good to not have them super high up in my rankings. 5, Philadelphia Eagles. I think the Eagles are peaking at the right time. I think their offense does just enough to win, and I think their defense is good. I think their defense is probably top 5 of these teams. I really like what I see from Philadelphia, so hopefully we can continue to see it this week, but I don't know. We'll talk more when we get to my predictions. 4 seed, I do have the Denver Broncos. I think the Broncos have not impressed me since their bye, and I've mentioned it every single week since their bye. Their defense has regressed a little bit to the point where I don't know if I trust it completely, but their offense has regressed a lot, and I don't like it. I don't like what I see from this team. They play on short fields because their defense is good at getting the ball away from the opposing offense, so we'll see about this one. 3, I do have the New England Patriots. I think the Patriots are playing extremely good football. I love what I'm seeing from Drake May. I think their offense hums, and it looks very good when everything is going correctly, especially against a lot of bad teams. But there are no bad teams in the playoffs. Well, there are some bad teams, but there's less bad teams than good teams in the playoffs. So we'll see what the Patriots have this week. 2, Jacksonville. I love everything that I'm seeing from Jacksonville. Their offense is great. Their defense is great. I think this is the most well-rounded Jacksonville team we've probably ever seen, even better than that Saxonville team that we saw during the Tom Brady era. So, yeah. And number 1, I don't know how it's an argument right now. I think the Seattle Seahawks are playing the best ball. I know their offense doesn't score as many points as people want them to, but they get their offense on the field, and their offense does enough to win every single week. And our defense is so good. Our defense is so good, top 1 in the league, and that's why Seattle is at my number 1 spot. And finally, we're over to my predictions. The Saturday wildcard game at midday is the LA Rams at the Carolina Panthers. So for the Rams, I think their defense just needs to show up this week. They did not show up the last time they played Carolina, so you definitely need them to show up this time. I think you need Matt Stafford to play like the MVP that he has displayed all season, and not like the old Matt Stafford that we saw the last time these two teams played, or kind of the last couple of weeks of Matt Stafford where he is not throwing the ball effectively. He's throwing a lot of interceptions. I think he needs to get his shit together in order for this team to make a playoff run, if that is what they can do. I think they're getting healthier heading into the playoffs. They're getting a lot of their players back. They had a couple of key defensive injuries. They're getting a lot of their players back. I expect this Rams team to be firing on all cylinders right now. As for Carolina, run the damn ball. If you don't run the damn ball, then Bryce Young is running for his life. He will be a struggle bus, and you will lose this game. I think if they control the clock like they did last time they played this team, I think it is a recipe for success for them. So hopefully they can continue to do that like they did the last time these two teams played. And I think the defense just has to get after Matt Stafford, make him uncomfortable, make him throw the ball a lot quicker than he's expecting, and see what she can do there. I got the Rams in this one. I don't think this is going to be close. I think the Rams 34, Panthers 20. Like I said, I think it's the Rams, and the Rams will not let the Panthers get them twice. Our next game is the Saturday wildcard game at night. It is the Green Bay Packers at the Chicago Bears. So for the Packers, I think this is exactly who the Packers wanted to play in round one. And I think they got exactly what their wish is, and we will see if they can capitalize on this one. I think Jordan Love has to step up big time. I haven't been impressed with him so far this season. He has had maybe one or two games where I'm like, okay, there's the Jordan Love that I'm expecting to see, but it's been few and far between, so I just haven't seen it a lot from Jordan Love. So I'm hoping he can step up, especially this week. I think the defense has to stop the run. If you stop DeAndre Swift, it will be so much more successful and for you guys to win this game. So for the Bears, I think the defense is bad news Bears. I think the defense is bad. I don't like anything that they do on defense. I know they have a lot of takeaways, but I don't expect that to translate very well into the playoffs, maybe later on in the playoffs. But yeah, I just think their defense is not doing anything that I like at the moment. I think if you lean on DeAndre Swift and he can go off, this team will win this game for sure. I think you just need game manager Caleb, and that is all you can ask of him. If you can get that, I think this team can win this game, and that's why I do have the Bears eking this one out. I get the Bears 24, Packers 23. I think the Packers defense is not as good as the last 2 times that these 2 teams played. So I expect the Bears to do just enough to win this game, but I am rooting for the Packers in this one. Kicking off the Sunday wildcard games, it is the early game. It is the Buffalo Bills at the Jacksonville Jaguars. So for the Bills, Josh Allen is well rested. He played 1 snap, and that was the initial snap of the game last week, and that is it. He's had a week off. He should be well rested, and I expect him to play extremely good football. I think they need to lean heavily on James Cook. If they do so, and James Cook is successful, this team is very hard to stop. I think the defense has their work cut out for them. Jacksonville just does a lot of things well. If they're not running the ball well, then Trevor Lawrence has just been dealing it the entire last several weeks. So you have your work cut out for you, defense. As for the Jaguars, no Trevor Lawrence mistakes. If you don't get any Trevor Lawrence mistakes, I think this team will win this game handedly. But we'll see. Trevor Lawrence has played a couple of playoff games, and I've been somewhat impressed, somewhat not impressed. So I'm hoping we can see this version that we've seen the last few weeks of Trevor Lawrence translate well into the playoffs. I think the D-line has to stop Josh Allen from running. If you can stop that part of this Bills offense, it hampers them tremendously. And I doubt they get much from the run game. ETN has just not been impressive the last little bit. But like I said, Trevor Lawrence, if he's doing what he has been doing the last few weeks, I expect this team to win. And I got the Jaguars getting this one, guys. I got the Jaguars 27, Bills 24. Unfortunately, I don't think Josh Allen is going to do it just because, like I said earlier, I don't think this is the best version of the Bills that we've seen this Josh Allen era. So, yeah, I expect the Jaguars 27, Bills 24. Our Sunday wildcard game at midday is the San Francisco 49ers at the Philadelphia Eagles. So for the 49ers, you need to get your offense back on track. You have to get it back on track. Your offense has just not looked good last week. It was awful. Get it back on track and figure out ways to get your key playmakers the football and capitalize on those possessions. I think you need I think you need Brock Purdy to carry, and I'm just not sure if he can. I know it's hard, especially because he's made a Super Bowl. I think he's made maybe 2 Super Bowls or just the NFC Championship game. But Purdy has been successful, but I'm just not impressed quite yet. So Purdy will have to carry, and I'm just not sure if that is if he's capable of doing that quite yet. CMC has to be leaned on. I think if you get Christian McCaffrey going, I think this team is going to be harder to stop because they will control the clock and they will be able to rack up a lot of points. So for the Eagles, I think you need to run as much as you can and as often as you can against this very injured 49ers defense. That's what Seattle did last week, and I expect the Eagles to capitalize on a lot of that film that Seattle gave them, basically. So I expect Saquon to go off. I think they have Tank Bigsby is their backup as well. I expect both of them to go off. So, yeah, I expect this team to run the ball quite heavily. I don't think you need Hurts to carry you this week. I think Jalen Hurts can just be a game manager, and you don't need to ask too much of him this week. So I don't expect them to ask too much of him this time. The secondary just has to stop Brock Purdy. I think this Eagles defense is really good, and I think they will stop the 49ers this week. I got the Eagles 28, 49ers 20. Unfortunately, I think this is where the Niners' injury luck has just worn out, and I don't expect them to win this game, unfortunately. And our Sunday night wildcard game is the LA Chargers at the New England Patriots. So for the Chargers, you have to protect Justin Herbert. If you do not protect Justin Herbert, this game will be over very quickly. I think you need the run game to show up. You need New England to be afraid of the run game, that they worry about it enough where they have to try to stop it, and that opens things up in your pass game. So I'm hoping that they can do so this week. I think the defense has to get after Drake May, get him uncomfortable very early in the game, and see what you can do after that. As for the Patriots, I think Drake May needs to be a game manager this week. He just needs to do enough to win this game and not try to do too much. And I do expect to see that this week. I think this team runs the ball extremely effectively, and I'm hoping we see that this time. But I know the Chargers defense is a little bit better than some of the competition that the Patriots have been playing, so we will see what they can do here. I think their secondary will be the reason they win this game. If you can stop Justin Herbert, if you can stop him from going off, I think you will win this game. I do have the Patriots in this one. I got the Patriots 27, Chargers 23. I just do not expect the Chargers to be able to keep Justin Herbert upright for a majority of this game. And finally, we are over to the Monday wildcard game. It is Monday night. It is the Houston Texans at the Pittsburgh Steelers. So for the Texans, I think if you can keep CJ upright, this game will be very easy for you. I think if CJ is allowed to go off, this team is going to handedly win this game. Their defense is playing like they are the best defense in the entire league. I love everything that I'm seeing from this defense. If they play like they have all year, this will be a very, very difficult game for the Steelers. And I just need CJ Stroud to game manage. I need him to hand the ball off. I need him to take care of the football when he is throwing it, and I expect this team to have a lot of success. As for the Steelers, I do not trust old man Rodgers. I really do not, especially come playoff time. He just doesn't blow me away. And the last 2 weeks, I just have not really been impressed with Aaron Rodgers. So we'll see what he has this week. You need to lean on the run game. If you do not have a successful run game, it's going to be very difficult for you to do anything against this Houston team, because if they do not respect the run, they will get after Aaron Rodgers, and their defensive line is very good. So I expect them to be very good. DK Metcalf is back this week for whatever that is worth. I think DK does a lot for this offense, so I expect him to be a difference maker, but not enough in my opinion. I got the Texans, guys. I got the Texans 28, Steelers 20. I just expect the Texans defense to be able to stop the Steelers. And with that, guys, that is wildcard weekend predictions. What did you guys think? Did your team make the playoffs? Did they not? Let me know in the comment section down below. I've been Rogine. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next week for the divisional round.